I'm Jessica Lynn, and this is the UK Americana Bar Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the UK Americana Bar Show. Thank you for joining us, we really do appreciate it. Part 2 of the interview I did with Jessica Lynn. She tells us all about the inspiration she got for one of her tracks of her new album, All I Own, 16 Miles. Very interesting. She also tells us how she's a multi-instrumentalist, and she actually tells really sour jokes as well. Take a look, you'll see what I mean. Part 2, Jessica Lynn. Yes, I wanted to ask you, Jessica, I didn't know you was a multi-instrumentalist. You could play piano and guitar, and I never knew that about you. Where'd that come from?
Part 2.
So I learned all of the instruments in a band because I wanted to be able to communicate with the people in my band when I was in high school, because I was writing all the music and I was working with kids and that were my age, and I needed to be able to tell. I couldn't be like, I couldn't communicate what I wanted, so I wanted to be able to sit behind the drum set and say, this is what I want to hear. So I learned bass. I actually started I was classically trained on the piano. Then I went to bass before I went to guitar. And then guitar, then I learned drums. I played a little bit of violin when I was a kid. And then I picked up a little bit of harmonica along the way. But really it was for songwriting and for communicating.
Yeah, I mean, I just never knew that a bit about. I thought I knew everything about it, but I didn't. So look, talking about, all your TV specials that you do, apart from the Christmas one every year, I mean, that's like a spectacular thing that you do, isn't it? The organisation behind doing something like that, it looks like there's thousands of people involved. There's obviously lots of hours. How did that come up? Because you've been doing it now for, 3 or 4 years? Is that right?
The Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing the Christmas show this will be the 4th year, but it's been going for 8 years.
Right.
And yes, there are thousands of people involved. I coordinate the entire thing myself. And every aspect of the show that you see, the set design, the visual, costumes, everything I do. And it's a huge undertaking.
Yeah.
But it's truly a labor of love. I love that show so much. I love the difference that it makes in communities, and I love the aspect of getting to work with so much young talent, because something that's really special about the tour is that we use local dancers, choirs, musicians in each and every city that we go to.
Well,
so it's
very
fun.
successful, isn't it?
It was. Almost every single show on the tour was sold out this year.
Oh, 16 miles, yeah. I mean, you get me going again. So let's talk about the 16 miles video, but the song is fantastic as well. Where would you get the inspiration for that type of lyric? I'm very interested because the song for me feels very kind of bluesy and country rock. Where did the inspiration for that particular song, if you don't mind me asking, where would you get that from? Hit me. What'd you get?
It's actually a really cool story. Back in 2022, that was our first tour back after COVID. And I was having a really hard time getting back on my feet. The tour wasn't what we were used to, and we had a lot of difficulty. For example, we went all the way out to South Dakota for 2 big shows. And when we went to South Dakota from New York, the venues closed due to COVID.
Right.
And
wasn't a nice time, was it?
When a venue closes due to COVID, you don't get paid because it's a force majeure, which means, it's an act of God. It's no one's fault. So I was left in great debt with depression. Like, I was so concerned about how I was ever going to move forward. So because we had this week of no shows, I said, I really need to recoup. I need to rejuvenate myself. I need to kind of take a step back because I'm not in a good place right now. So I found us a ranch in South Dakota that was surrounded by 16 miles of nothing. Only prairie, nature, and I said I want to stay there. So I booked us there for the week.
Wow, sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Sunsets, the peacefulness, and I really found myself again there and found the fight to keep going. So because it was surrounded by 16 miles of nothing, that's when I had started writing the song.
Yeah.
And 15 of those been a symbolic number for me because my birthday is 1/6, January 6th.
Oh, wow, cool.
It's kind of a weird universe thing.
Yeah.
And so the song is about keeping going at the hardest time. You always have that long dirt road that's not easy of life, but if you
especially
find
these
faith,
days, Jessica, especially these days. But
if you have faith and you believe, you can always keep going, which is what I wanted to portray in the music video that just came out.
I see where you got the inspiration from. It's great. Hey, look, you know what, Jessica? You know they love you over here in the UK. Europe you know about, but the UK have took a big shine to you now. So look, when are you getting over here? Are you over here this year?
I don't know if we're coming this year, but I really hope, hopefully, maybe something will come up, and if not, the next year, because I miss it. It's been 2 years since we've been there, and I love all the UK fans and friends. You guys are just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to a few people telling me, guess who I've got on the show and all the rest of it. No, what? Ask her this, ask her that. So maybe not this year then, or maybe this year.
We never know.
We never know.
I hope. Fingers are crossed.
Okay. Well, look, before we let you go away, because I know you're a very busy lady, we've got a new feature on the show called On the Spot. And I'd like to know if you'd like to join On the Spot. Do you fancy playing a game with us?
Sure. I'm a little scared. I don't know what it is, but I'm willing to try.
Well, you can either tell me a joke or I can ask you a question. What would you like?
Ooh. Okay, I'll tell you a joke.
You're going to tell me a joke? Okay, go for it, kid. Let's see what you got. I mean, I'll be the decider if it's any good, go for it.
Believe me, it's good. Okay, what's green and sings?
What's green and sings? Go on.
By the way, this is the worst joke you're ever going to hear in your life, so feel free to use it again.
Come on, hit me. What's green and sings?
Elvis Parsley.
Hey, that's a good one. I like that. So you don't want to hear my question, and I can't get you to answer my question. No. If you just already be like that. If you just want to tell a funny joke and upstage me, then go for it. I don't know if that's what. So I'll tell you the question, okay? So getting back to your Christmas special, which is fantastic, and you sing lots of obviously standard Christmas songs with a couple of young chucked in there, and you have a couple of guests as well. You have lots of things going on. So what I want to know is this. Here's the question. What is the biggest selling Christmas song of all time? Now, I'm going to give you a couple of choices. So you've got Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. You've got White Christmas, Bing Crosby. You've got Elvis's Blue Christmas, Rock Around the Clock. I mean, there's lots of them. What would you say would be the biggest selling song Christmas of all time, Jessica?
If I had to guess, it would either be Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, Brenda Lee, or Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
You are on the spot. White Christmas, Bing Crosby.
Really?
Bing Crosby. Because what a lot of people don't know is when it came out, he sold vinyl, and the vinyl went just around the planet. And then from that came your internet or your CDs or whatever. But anyone today putting out a Christmas song, they don't go to vinyl, do they? Well, they do now, actually, but not as a big a song as that. Said, na, 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 Elvis Parsley. Jessica, it's been so fantastic having you. You know, I'm a big fan of yours, I really am. And I look forward to seeing you. We all look forward to seeing you here in the UK this year, please. I'll be on the phone to your management because I want to get some tickets to come and see you. Is that all right?
Sounds good.
So listen, obviously we can find you on your website, but I talked earlier about your social media. Where do people find you? Is the same mode?
So my website is jessicalynmusic.org, and then you can follow me on all socials at Jessica Lynn Music.
Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all these kind of, all over the place.
Everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, for me, isn't she fantastic? I told you, Jessica Lynn, everybody. Thank you, Jessica.